One of the most frequent questions we receive in regards to social media is about optimal posting times. How important is it? How do I figure it out? And how much does it really matter? We created a full-length deep dive into this subject in our digital ministry training hub, which is linked below. Members can subscribe monthly or annually, submit questions. We will answer them via videos. There's already so many videos, dozens, hundreds if you include our course, plus downloadables, webinars, the works. We also wanted to post two different perspectives here on YouTube, shortened versions. The first one was what is the best time to post on social media. That was last week's, where we talked about just a couple tips to help you find the best time to post on social media. And this is the one where we say there is no best time to post on social media. So for the full perspective, watch both, or for the big picture, dive into the Digital Ministry Training Hub, linked below. There is no best time to post on social media. Let's cut to the chase here. There literally is no universal best time to post on social media. There are so many factors at play here between location and time zone and niche, not to mention every platform has their own way of promoting content. Even Adam Mosseri, when talking about the subject, said that there is no one optimal time to post. So as much as we appreciate the tips, we have researched and yes, encourage looking at analytics. And yes, we even built out a whole video in our hub, help people find their best time to post. We don't actually recommend putting much emphasis on this. Do not let it stress you out. Do not let it derail you. Here's the first reason. While there are many reasons you should not allow trying to post at the perfect time stress you out, my favorite, or one of my favorite reasons, is that the time doesn't actually change your audience size much. What does this mean? Take a look at these stats from Instagram. These are from our Instagram. We're in our analytics, viewing what time people are most active on Tuesdays for our account. As you can see, there's a range from 65 people who are active at 3 a.m. Eastern Time all the way up to 266 folks active at 3 p.m. This might suggest to us that posting in the middle of the night, our time, is not the best option if we want to reach people generally when they are active. However, if you look at the daytime hours, even 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., what do you see? I see a range from 146 people up to 226, which honestly is not that big of a range. Sure, there may be 60 people more active at 3 p.m., but is that small percentage of people worth it to go out of my way to post at exactly 3 p.m. if posting at 6 a.m. is maybe more convenient for me? Or if I just don't want to trouble myself with something like posting time and worry about it. Just know, as long as I'm awake, it's probably fine. You can make that call for yourself, but looking at this chart, there's not one ultimate best posting time. Even the top hour is not much different than the 6 hours surrounding it. So yes, this chart tells me that posting in the middle of the day is my best bet for reaching people when they're most active, but posting anytime in the morning is gonna allow my content to get online and grow some engagement, and that will help boost it before the bulk of them are even logged on. So is there even a best time? We would say it is not that clear. And even the better times might not be worth the extra stress. Last week, when discussing what is the best time to post on social media, we also encouraged you to think about quality over timing. Well, today I wanted to also remind you that by focusing on quality, you are creating content that can be used for the long haul. You are literally making it easier for yourself down the road. Some platforms like YouTube and Pinterest are search engines. They are built to share content months and years after you originally post it. People are making specific searches on these platforms, and the answer YouTube gives them is not necessarily the most recent video created or content created. It is the most helpful, right? The most recommended. So create quality content that will show up for folks down the road. TikTok has also recently rolled out more searchability functions, and so this makes us wonder if this is a trend that other platforms are going to follow down the road. However, there is value in honing in on the quality of your videos, even if you're not focused on platforms like YouTube and Pinterest, which are more traditionally search engine platforms. And that is that when you create a quality video, you're building a piece of content that can be reused in the future over time. Not only does this mean your content is more helpful to your audience the first time you post it because it is quality content, but it will be more helpful again later when you repost it. And yes, you can absolutely repost content. That's not like an illegal content move. And why wouldn't you repost? I mean, think about it. A year down the road, even a few months down the road, your Instagram carousel that you created that was just fantastic and everybody loved, it has faded into the back of folks' minds. They forgot about it. Your video, same thing. They have probably watched so many videos and read so many posts since the first time you posted it. So why not share it again with them? Remind them. Make the most of your effort and honestly keep on sharing that content. Keep an archive, keep a plan Make sure you know when certain content needs to be cycled over and over. Big content creators do this. Now, if you're making very little amounts of content, like you only post 2 things a month and you want to cycle this through again in 6 months, that might be pushing it. Like, you want to have some activity on your feed, but if a post does well and you want to bring it back in a couple of weeks or months, that is absolutely fine. I give you permission. Make the most of your effort and keep on sharing. Honestly, there can be value in doing this whether or not that post performed well the first time. If it did perform well, it might perform even better. I've seen that time and time again, especially with bigger creators that are like demonstrating like, hey, I got so many views on this post, but I posted it again and I got double. But this can also be valuable if you have content that didn't do so well the first time and you're like, you know what, I thought that was pretty good. I thought that people, like, maybe they just didn't see it. Maybe you just posted the video and there was a lot of other hype for other posts going on. I don't know how it worked in the algorithm, but you try again and it does well that time. You know, okay, I know that this is supposed to do well, let me try it again. Do it, reshare it. An underperforming post might hit different the second time. It has happened time and time again. Well, we've hit quite a few reasons you don't need to focus on posting time in this video. You do need to check out the full video in our digital ministry training hub, linked below for the entire perspective. For the full experience, watch the video in the hub called How Important Are Optimal Posting Times. My name's Sammy, I'm one of the co-owners here at Digivangelism. Thanks so much for watching, subscribe, and like if it was helpful for you. We brought the knowledge today, and now it's your turn to put it into action and not worry about posting times. Create quality content, be consistent, and lower that stress. Have fun, y'all. Peace.